I'd love for you to tell us some stories. You know, Americans, we like to know there's evidence that this is working. Not because of us, but because of God's faithfulness.
Yes,
So tell us some ways that you have seen God's hand at work in what God has allowed you to be part of.
Thank you. Stories and stories. Now, I will tell stories. Now, Africans we tell stories, you know, but I'll try to be brief. So let me begin with Mama Faith. Mary is her real name, but she's the age of my mom, so I can't call her name. So that's Africa again. You don't call somebody's mom, you call Mama so-and-so, Mama Faith, you know, Mama Kevin, you know. And so Mama Faith was a widow. In the Congo War, she, her 2 sons were murdered. They left 6 orphans with her. She lives in Kibumba village. It's 20 kilometers out of Goma. And when, after her husband died, and then husband died of natural, death, but her 2 sons were murdered, she was left with these orphans with her piece of land. A rich man decided to take this land, to claim this land belongs to him. So he bribed the local chief and one of the judges in Goma, and they declared that the land belonged to this rich man, this businessman, and they kicked Mama Faith out of her land. And no son to defend her. The chief who was supposed to defend her took probably less than $50 or less than $100. The judge who was supposed to defend took a bribe, and she's thrown out. Nobody to defend her. Now, Mama Faith decided that the suffering of her grandchildren, her own suffering, is not worth it. She decided that she was going to kill the 6 grandchildren and kill herself. But before she did that, a pastor in Kibumba, who knew what we were doing, especially the lawyers we have trained, he went and he talked to our staff in Goma about this situation, about this widow who lost her hope because her land was taken away. So Didi was working for Alam. He's a lawyer who was on the staff, and he was dealing with these cases of vulnerable defending. He took the case with other lawyers who volunteered in our legal aid clinic. They took the case. They went to the another court, the upper court, and they brought the case. They paid the fees. They took the case. It was dangerous because, in fact, the judge hired someone to go to kill Didi because the judge didn't want to be found in that position because he would lose his job. But God, in His grace, alerted us, and we were able to tell the UN and the government. But at the end, the land was given back to Mama Faith. So Mama Faith, when she took back her land, and she cultivated, she planted potatoes, now Irish potatoes, I don't know how you call them, not sweet potatoes, the other potatoes. And when the harvest was ready, she said, I will not eat any of these potatoes before I go to say thank you to the staff. So imagine in Congo there are no buses, people don't have cars, so the motorbikes are the means of transportation, they are taxis. Imagine a lady, actually, she was, that's 3 years ago, she was 87, actually. She was on the motorbike with a 100-kilo bag of potato, paid a rider, so there's a rider, imagine the rider on a motorbike, a 100-kilo of potato, and this old lady hanging on her life. But the road is not tarmac road like yours. It's bumpy, dusty, and there are many cars, trucks passing. So she was full of dust. Now, I had been in the office in Goma, but there was no light. So I went out. I sat outside the door because I needed more light and working on my laptop. So, but suddenly I saw an old lady running towards me. I didn't know what was happening. So she was leaving the compound when the watchman at the gate told her, do you see that old man? Now, back there, I'm old man. I'm an old man, you know. And it's a title of, it's respect. The watchman said, that is the one who started the alarm. That's the one who hired us. That's the one who made us to find your land for you. She came running. I have never seen somebody run like that at that age. She gave me a big hug, and she said, "My son, you have given me hope again. My grandchildren are eating. I'm not killing myself. I'm sending them to school. Say thank you." Now, I had a white shirt, I'm trying to be like a priest, a pastor, She left a mark, all dust, her picture, the side of her face, stayed on me. But I regretted, why did I have my shirt washed? Because that was a reminder of things that we do. We don't see the results of it. But Mama Faith that morning, so she greeted me, she told me this, but I had no clue. So I asked, what happened? So then they told me, she brought, do you see that big sack laying there on the wall? Yes, she brought that. So they told me the whole story. That's made just one lady who was almost killing herself and 6 grandchildren. They are going to school now.